I'm going to show you some various pool brushes that I use out in the field here. And this is a really good brand, A&B, and I use their algae brush a lot when I have algae on the walls. This is a steel algae brush. You definitely want to shy away from the plastic algae brushes. They'll snap at the first time you hit a step or something with algae. These are really inferior. You want to go with the good brand here, which is the A&B, and they make a really good brush that's long lasting. This here is the 6-inch brush. It comes in handy when the algae is really aggressive on the plaster, and the big brush won't take it off. The small one will definitely do the trick. They do wear out. This one's about 2 years old, and so you can see that the bristles are coming out of the brush. This one needs to be replaced for sure. And you can also replace the handle if the metal cracks. Sometimes it will do that. If the brush is still good, you can just get the metal part of it. But I usually they last a long time, and I replace the whole brush itself. You can see this rock formation here in the pool has a little bit of algae. And this is where the small algae brush comes in handy. You can really get into those crevices and dig that algae out of there. The big brush wouldn't be able to do this, so it's good to have the small brush on hand in your pool also, along with the big one. It's important to note you don't want to use a steel brush in a vinyl or a fiberglass pool. It'll definitely will damage the vinyl liner. Here's a small off-brand brush, a regular kind of pool brush. I would probably stay away from these kind of brands. You can see that the metal only goes to here and all the rest is plastic, which is not quite as effective for long life. Here's a very large A&B brush. It's a regular nylon wall brush also, but it's extra large so you can do the whole wall pretty quickly, and it's curved at the edges for the sides of the walls. And here's a more standard nylon brush. These two also wear out. I'll show you this one here. That's pretty worn out over usage. This one needs to be replaced. It's not going to be effective at all once the nylons get worn like that. Also, it's curved on the edges, which is really handy. So again, for vinyl and fiberglass, just stick with the standard nylon brush just to be on the safe side. And of course, get the curved edge one because you don't want to pop the edge of your vinyl liner with a straight edge brush. It's a aftermarket brush that was made. It has a large bristle area, and it's got this here to create more pressure as you're brushing the pool. It's kind of a unique brush. So it just clips onto your regular pool pole, and it's supposed to give you a lot more pressure as you brush the walls and covers more area. It's got a lot of bristles on it. You brush, that part on the top kind of goes back and kind of gives you more leverage, and you can actually feel more tension as you push the brush with that piece right there. You're a homeowner and you decide to get this brush, it does work effectively.